Hi, Paul Osborne, and welcome to the auction wrap-up for the weekend of the 5th and the 6th of December. Another busy Saturday out there with 905 auctions taking place. Clearance rate of 82%, so a slight increase from 78% that we experienced last weekend. What was interesting this weekend was looking at the amounts that the property had sold over the quote price and the average of that. But last weekend we saw on average $96,000 was the amount that exceeded the top end of the quoting price. So the property was quoted between $1 million to 1.1. On average last weekend we saw a $96,000 increase over that for all properties that sold. This weekend it was down to $69,000 with a similar amount of auctions taking place. So we didn't see the runaway properties that we saw last weekend. At the same time we did see quite a few more high-end sales happen last weekend. Starting off in Parkville, number 34 Bale Street was first, and that was passed in at 1.45 on a vendor bid. Crowd of potential of about 35 to 40 people there, just only a couple of bidders. The reserve there is 1.53 million. What was interesting is that was on the market back in 2007. It did pass in at 1.35 with a reserve of 1.589 back in that market. So it's funny how properties can replicate the way that they were tried to offer previously in terms of their sale method. 67 Manningham Street, Parkville, passed in at 750, the reserve there 789, so not far away. They were quoting between 720 and 790, and that was purchased back in 2007 for 795,000. So the reserve is actually less than it was purchased for in 2007, which is interesting because we have seen a lot of other homes which were bought in 2007 and resold now in 2009 and actually did far better. So it just shows you buying the right home and the wrong home and that difference that can lead to the result when you sell that asset down the track. 46469 Dryburgh Street, North Melbourne, that sold for 487. Competitive auction quoted between 4 to 440. The last unit in that block sold for 425, so a healthy increase with that below $500,000 to $600,000 mark. And 3 at 581 Nicholson Street in Carlton North sold for 542. That was quoted between 5 to 550. So we did see a couple of results on the weekend where they were on busier locations, busier streets, just really pull right back. Is that a sign of the market slowing down? Or is that just a sign of Christmas? It is hard to tell. 836 Drummond Street in North Carlton sold for $2,120,000, and that was quoted between 1.8 and 200,000. That home was purchased for $837,500 back in 2005, so quite a healthy increase in that value. That has been very highly renovated, of course, and that was quite a substantial home. Number 350 Station Street sold for $807,500,000. That was purchased in 06 for $581. So that was probably about on the mark for what that property was. And 3 at 867 Rathdown Street sold for $560,000. Property was a deceased estate and it was announced on the market at $430. So always had low expectation. Very good property indeed, and there was a fair bit of competition for that one. 8 High Street, Northcote, another one on a busier spot, passed in 650, vendor bid reserve 735, so still some way from home. And 459 Ray Street, North Fitzroy, passed in at 780 on a vendor bid, reserve 830,000. Also in North Fitzroy was the result of 76 Clawson Street. That was purchased for $452 back in 02 and sold for an undisclosed sum, which was roughly double that purchase price that was paid in 02. 11A Carnarvon Street, Brunswick, sold for $680,000. No quote. Property did have a few things to it that held it back a little bit, and that was probably what it was worth. On the money, not a superior result, certainly not a low result, just what you'd expect for that property and that position. That's enough from the auction wrap up, and we'll see you after next weekend. It's going to be a busy one. We'll speak to you then.